overnight. No.
It's week 11 of the National Football League. And this one features the Steamers' speedy running back. He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Steamers and the Thunderbirds, next on Madden Football.
Now from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Steamers of San Antonio taking on the Thunderbirds of Canton. Along with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin here. And, Charles, we take a look at this Canton team as they get ready down on the field. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visiting San Antonio Ball Club, they've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people...
season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
Davis now. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. But you look at this defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Here's 2nd and 8. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steamers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Davis. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Davis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, Whitehead. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They'll run on first down. Whitehead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down. Davis able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Operating from the gun, Davis. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Back to throw again. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Davis throwing on 4th down. It's a gain of 4 that time, and that'll be good enough for the first.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On second down, Monroe. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down from the 43. Here's second down and 8. All right, Charles, you know, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talked with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bennett. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bennett, and he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now third down and 6 to go. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. This from 42 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Canton offense takes over once again. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitehead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Davis now. Off play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now Davis throwing on first down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now 2nd and 3.
Check. Unlock line. Alert.
Back to throw. Davis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Davis. And that's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2nd and 11. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the #4, it brings up 4th down now. And on now is the punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Now they're about to come up on drive #4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On 2nd down now, Whitehead. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They run the counter. Monroe. And he is going to get the 1st down, it looks like. as he's up to the 12. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, San Antonio.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bennett. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Steamers.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Second and 4. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steamers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. This offense back to work now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Here's Davis. A final shot before break, and that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll kick things off here in Florida. San Francisco making the long trip across 3 time zones to take on Tampa Bay. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. The Buccaneers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Bengals trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Desperados trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Wells. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the San Antonio first down.
Looking to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Davis. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Over the middle, it's complete. No gain on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out comes San Antonio. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From just shy of midfield, Davis got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Davis. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Davis on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw. Davis. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Thunderbirds have got it back to within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They'll try and throw for it, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Wells. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Monroe. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them in the field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
They'll try and run for it. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Up the middle they go. Monroe. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steamers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Canton offense takes over once again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Let's go now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2nd and 6. Davis now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Davis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitehead, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off play action. Davis can't get away, and he's taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Davis, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Davis. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And fights through one man. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. And they'll run again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Up the middle they go. Monroe. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. On first down, Monroe. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. The Canton offense takes over once again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Davis. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Davis now on 1st and 10. Davis fighting. He loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Davis throwing on 3rd and long. He sets to fire deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Right back to him on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A give to Williams, running right. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They'll look to throw on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 15, 54 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Throwing to start the drive, Davis.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys are struggling to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
To throw on second and 10, Davis. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for San Antonio, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Canton, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.